I was having some technical difficulties. How are y'all doing? Okay, I'm super excited. Happy Sunday. I'm so excited because we are live. If you're watching it in the replay, shout outs to you. Okay, let me know where you're watching it from. I'm super excited to dive into this Q&A and to these questions, y'all. I'm so sorry. I had to reschedule. You know how life be life in. But I'm so excited to chat with you guys, to go live. I'm doing this on my phone, y'all. Like, I'm not even trying. I just wanted to make this as simple as possible because the girls were like, Chi Chi, where the videos at? And you know what? I didn't have nothing to say. I didn't have no excuses. Okay. I had no excuses. If you are on the live, shout yourself out. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. So I don't feel like I'm here by myself. And let me know like something you're so thankful for today. I'm going to go first. Okay. I am so thankful for matcha. I've been seeing so much hate on the internet about matcha, talking about, oh, how those of us who claim we like matcha are lying and it tastes like grass. It is an acquired taste, but so are shots. So is tequila. So is whiskey. So so is what else was I thinking of? So is beer. I do not like any of those things. Okay. Hey, somebody just say hey to me. Okay, let me get on my iPad because trying to see the responses on this tiny screen, yeah, it don't work. It don't work. So I'm gonna get on my iPad so that I can see your comments. And let me see. Let's see. Let me go on. How do I watch the live? I don't even, y'all, I feel like an old lady. Like I really how do I how do I watch my own video? It's not even show. Am I on the right account? I'm like, am I on the right account? I hope I'm on the right account. Lord child. Hey, hey, hey. How am I not seeing my own live? I'm trying to go to my account. Oh, let me see. Where are you? I'm trying to go to my account so I can join the live. And I don't even see it. Child, so I can see your comments. Lord, what is going on? Okay, let me switch accounts and try and go on a different account to see if I can switch accounts. Go to this account. Let me see if I can find my own live so that I can chat with you guys and see your comments. How are you doing? Let me know 2 things you are thankful for and where you are tuning in from. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me go ahead and mute myself. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me go ahead and mute myself. Oh, there we go. All right, finally. Okay, we're back. We are back. How are y'all doing? Let me know where you're tuning in from and 2 things you're thankful for. Now I can see the chat. Hi, Lillian. Oh my God. All the way from Kenya. Shout out to Kenya. Okay. Tanya from Portuguese speak? New York? Okay, shout out New York in the building. Okay, thank you so much. Woodswall said, gotta hit the like button for my girl. Girl, you know it. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button so people know that we are on live, okay? Hit that like button, drop me a heart in the chat, and also let me know where you're tuning in from and 2 things you're grateful for, okay? Tiffany says she's tuning in all the way from Minnesota. Okay, she's grateful. Girl, I'm so grateful for the weather. Although it's a tad bit cooler here than we are expecting, but there was some kind of like rare storm system in our area. So I thought it was going to actually be raining all weekend because it was raining from like Wednesday, Thursday, like all week. Okay. And then Friday, for the Saturday and Sunday, there's been no rain, but it's definitely been a lot chilly because the girls thought they were gonna be out here in like bum shorts, and it's giving we need a cardigan. You know, the New York dates for the Cowboy Carter tour, I think, were Friday and Saturday. Don't quote me on it. And so all the girls had like all these outfits ready to go, and it was too cold. Let's see. Okay, Trisha says she's hailing all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, girl, my girl LaBeat, I believe she's from Trinidad and Tobago. Do you follow her? She's here on Instagram. Oh God, I'm forgetting my platforms. She's here on YouTube. She's also from Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out to everybody who's coming on here. I don't know if you saw my messages or on the community chat, but this is going to be a Q&A. I asked the girls to drop some questions for me that I could answer because I'm getting back used to making this type of content. Like, I was only meant to take like a month and a half break off of making, long form YouTube videos. And then I blinked and it's been almost a year. It's been almost a year. And I'm just like, okay, it's time to get back on. I missed you guys so much. Now, I didn't leave completely because I'm always chatting with you guys on the community page. So if you haven't been seeing those messages, make sure you have your notifications on so you can see that. And I've also been posting a lot of like short form videos in terms of like quick outfit ideas and sharing quick tips, because you guys are my people. Like, I don't know if what my identity would be, like, really honestly, if I wasn't making YouTube videos and talking to you guys. You guys are my number, like my people, and I can't stay away, even if I wanted to. Oh my God. Okay, I'm trying to look at the comments. Oh, Woodswall said it's burning up down south. Oh, girl, I am not jealous because, living here in the mid-Atlantic, like, we don't get it as bad as y'all, like the girls in like Georgia and Texas and New Mexico and, Florida. But we do, like, late July, August, it be steamy out here. Like, straight up feel like you are in a boiling pot. Okay. And that's the type of heat I don't like. Like, I'm Nigerian, so like we're used to heat, but the heat is drier. Here, the heat is just like that mugginess that just sticks to your skin, make you want to be naked all the time. What is your fit of the day? Oh, girl, I don't know. Can I stand up so y'all can see my fit of the day? My outfit of the day, I'm just wearing this striped shirt. It's from H&M. Fun fact, I got this shirt like last summer, and today was the first day that I put it on. And then I have it on with these wrap pants. I might just do like a quick outfit of the day for on IG on stories. And it's from that brand that we're not talking about, the one that has a red bullseye, that one. Those are the pants I have on, but I bought them last year. And I think this was part of Janae's, I don't know if you guys remember High Low Lux. She did a collaboration with them. So I'm wearing the red pants that was a part of that collaboration. And I do have like a short video where I try on all the pieces. Let's see. Girl, what you mean, is my baby a teen? Woodswall, go look at the community post. I took a picture with two of us. You tell me, okay, if my baby's a teen or not. Oh, hi. Shout out Lisa from South Africa in the house. Oh my God, I'm excited. Okay, so I'm excited to dive into all of these questions. If you're new here, do me a solid and hit that like button so the girls know that I'm on live. I've been here for 10 minutes. Okay, let the girls know that I'm on live. We're about to get into these juicy... When I say ask any question, I wasn't prepared, okay, for some of these questions. The girls want to know where the video's at. The girls want to know. I posted this cute little outfit on the community page, and everybody wants to know where the dress is from, and everybody wants to know where my shoes are from. And everybody wants to know about, if I'm going to do another closet sale. So we're going to be chatting about all the things, but I need you to do me a solid, all 12 of you, if you haven't already, and hit that like button so the girls know that we are live. Okay. And this is going to be like in church where the preacher says something. Okay. The preacher says something and then you got to respond. Okay. It's going to be, that's what makes these lives fun and interesting when we talking to each other. All right. Hey Planet L, hey girl. Hey, oh God. I'm trying to say hey to everybody. I'm trying to get to these questions. Oh my God. Trisha says, oh, she loves it. We love a little high-low lugs. We love a little Janae. When it comes to the fashions, the girl know how to put together a fit. Okay. Let's see. What's my favorite color? Ooh, that's a good question. If you ask me what my favorite color was when I was a kid, I would say blue. As an adult, I honestly don't know if I have a favorite. I feel like that's changed slightly. My favorite colors to me are the colors that just bring out my complexion. So I love a good magenta. I love a good like mustard yellow. I love a good orange. Okay, like I just love how they just bring out my brown skin. So that's on the fashion side. But I don't know if I have like a favorite color now as an adult. It depends. For fashion, yeah, orange, yellow, pink. For interiors, if I have to pick a color, I would do a green just because you find it in nature. And it's like a color, but it also can serve as a neutral. So I love that. So it really depends on the context when you ask me. I know you didn't ask for all of that when you asked me of what my favorite color is. Let's see. How is the house decor going? Girl, the house decor is going. We're gonna get into all of that in the chat. So I'm just gonna run through the questions again. You can feel free to drop any questions you have for me because this again, we're in this together. Okay, we're chatting. All right. Drop any questions you have for me in the chat as well as I go through this question. So Aziza H. Cornelius says, I know the happiness you feel. I pray everything goes smoothly for you. Can't wait to keep watching. So I think she's responding to my post about just like closing on the house and, all the things with the house. So thank you so much, Aziza. I don't know if you're on the live or not, but I just want to say thank you for all the congratulations. And I got this is the only reason why I be scared to do live sometimes is because the names, I don't want to butcher anybody's name. So Librade said, congratulations on purchasing your new home. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So Judith wanted to get us to get a little deep. Okay. If you're just tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. And also go ahead and hit that like button and let the girls know that we are on live. I am spilling the tea. The girls want to know when the next closet sale is about to happen. They want to know about the hauls. The girls want to know, and I'm ready to spill all the tea. Okay. Hey, PW. Hey, Pennsylvania in the house. Girl, you were like a stone throw away from me. All right. So Judith Metless. I'm so sorry, girl. I'm so sorry. If I said your name wrong. What inspired this change? How are you feeling? Wishing we're all rooting for you. So I shared in the house tour video. If you have not seen that, I know some of you may not have seen it, but my first video back is a house tour video, kind of like announcing that I bought a home. If you're new, if you didn't know, and for all the girls that were wondering, like, girl, where have you been? What have you been doing? Life was kicking my behind. That's where I have been. Okay, I was trying to make this happen, and there was just so much. So much. I'm not gonna bore you with the details. Okay. But she wanted to know what inspired change because I was sharing in that video that I want this channel to still be about fashion, but I want it to be about much more. And that's just because I don't know how long you've been following me. Feel free to drop in the chat when you found my channel here on YouTube, how long you feel like you've been following me here on YouTube. But your girl's been talking about fashion and style for over a decade. That's mainly what my channel is about. I share hauls, I share tips, I share tricks on styling. But, over the last 2 years, I've kind of been reflecting about like what I want people to take away from this content that I create. The last thing I want to be is just like a mannequin, which at some point I was starting to feel resentful, like that's what I was. And I started to feel really boxed in. Like, I've grown so much in a decade. I have so many more interests. I had so many more interests then, and I still have so many more interests now. But I think overall, what I really want, like my heart for all the content I create, is that the women who are part of my community, and I say women because that is who I believe I'm called to serve. I want transformation to be the goal. I don't want you to ever come and be a part of my community and leave it the way you came. If it's how to dress your body, if it's a cute outfit, if it's more confidence, I want you to leave here with something. Okay? I want you to leave here with something. And over the course of the last decade, my life has been transformed. When I started this channel, this version of the channel, I had a channel before this. I had just graduated from college. And it was no walk in the park, okay? I was a young mom. I had a toddler, and a 4-year college degree ended up taking me like 7 years because I had to take a break about a year and a half in between. And it was the struggle of my life at that time to just cross the stage and graduate college, okay? And so at that time, I think I started the channel. I was actually looking for work. I was struggling finding work. And there was just so much change in my life happening. But the one thing that had always been a third line since I was pretty much a teenager is how much I love style and fashion and how transformative I believed it was. And so that's why I started the channel, right? But at some point I started to just feel, especially I would say around somewhere between like 2016 and 2020, I started to really feel really caged in, like really like stuck in this box, and it started making me resentful of something that I genuinely loved. And I think after some reflection, I realized that the reason I was feeling that way is because I felt like I couldn't be anything else, And so as I'm coming back to YouTube, irregardless of the likes, the views, I want to be able to be my full self. And I hope, that those of you who came for fashion will still stick around because that's not going anywhere, but also will engage with other type of content that we want to create going forward. My goal is, I've grown and I want to bring you guys along. I don't want you to feel, and I think that's another reason why I left, because like there was so much going on in my life last year. And an outfit was not it. Okay. An outfit wasn't it. All right. I was fighting for my life, and an outfit was not it. The last thing I wanted to think about or talk about, or really make content about at that time was just only about fashion. I was going through all of this. I'm an immigrant. I don't have any uncles, any cousins, anybody who's been through the process of buying a home. Well, actually, I lie. I do have some relatives, but we're not close, right? And they live far away. And I'm the first daughter. So like I've done a lot of things in this country, being the first daughter of an immigrant parent. My mom didn't understand the education system. She didn't know what a FAFSA was. She didn't know how to apply for college. Like I had to learn so many of those things myself. And so much of my life has been me kind of like learning, figuring it out, asking questions. And so this was another new arena that I also felt like I needed to do so much homework and learn so much, and so that was what was really paramount. And that's what I was really prioritizing, right? And then there were just a bunch of other stuff that I'm just, I'm going to spare you guys with. But the point I'm trying to make is that what spurred the change is I just want to show up on this channel as fully as authentically myself. Right now, we're in a season of fixing up the house, doing home decor. I want to be able to share that. I also want to be able to share my cute outfits. Like, she can beat me, but she cannot beat my outfit. So that's not going anywhere, okay? This is what I wore to church, by the way. My church is kind of, some people would say a little bit youthful. We're not showing up in three-piece suits. We don't do that at my church. And I love that for us. And so, I want to be able to share my Sunday outfits, to share my day in the lives when I go to church, to share, us decorating the house, fixing up the yard, to share, what I'm wearing on vacation. I want to be able to share it all. And so that's really what is spurring the change. Now, I don't spend like 20 minutes on one question. Please forgive me. If you drop the question, I'm going to check the chat right now. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see. Hi, my real affordable life. Hey, girl. Hey, girl. I will be sharing the best plus size tips. I got you, girl. Josephine said, oh, wow, alive. Yes. Okay. Okay. Pigs actually flew today. I am on here. Don't feel that way. Your channel is amazing, but if you want more than give it to us. Oh, thank you so much, Woodswall. I appreciate you. Planet L says, why don't I see you with all the influencer girlies anymore? Are you going back to your day job? Nope, my day job was education. I believe that era of my life has passed, unless God has other plans that I don't know, I'm not aware of. And I don't know. I be outside. I don't know. Do you follow me on Instagram? Funny enough, I'm going to answer a question that relates to this question. So hold on. Let's see. You gonna cook for us? Woodswall. That's a good question. Am I gonna cook for y'all? Notice how I said I like home decor, I like clothes. Notice how I didn't say nothing about cooking. Okay. Can I cook? Yes. Do I particularly enjoy doing it for fun? No. As a first daughter to immigrant parents, I've been cooking since I was like 8 years old. So I cook because we gotta eat. But maybe y'all might just see that in the vlogs. Okay, Valina Baltimore in the house. I am a fake Baltimorean. Being a transplant to this area, I remember I went to an event and they were like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm from Baltimore." See, I'm trying to say the Baltimore way. I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Baltimore," and they were like, the guy who was right there next to me said, "No, you're not." I was like, don't you clown me like that. He's like, no, you're not. The way you just said Baltimore. I said, I apologize, okay? I've been living in Baltimore or the Baltimore area for the last, we getting up on almost 20 years now. But I am not originally from Baltimore. And he sure did call me out for that. Oh my God. Okay. So, I think Atina271 says, and why did you choose a home instead of a townhouse or a condo? What do you love about your home and what do you want to improve? So, we're going to get to all the fashion questions. Don't worry, I got you. I'm just trying to get through all the home questions first, and then we'll get into all the fashion questions. So if you've been here from the beginning, kudos to you. Give me a thumbs up while you're here. But okay, so my home is actually a town home. I'm going to talk about more in the whole video, in the walkthrough video. I'm going to talk about this more in the series that we have planned. So I'm going to be taking you guys with me on the home shopping journey. And I decided to do it this way because I really wanted to, I decided that I was going to document the whole process because it's so different than you think. And I was going to document it specifically for the self-employed girlies because the way we know how to buy a house is, oh yeah, you get your W-2, you go to a lender, but it's completely different when you're self-employed, right? And so I want to kind of like walk through that, because for me that was one of my biggest fears. Like I thought home buying, I just didn't know what home buying would look like, even though it was a dream of mine for a long time. I didn't know what it was going to look like as somebody who was self-employed. So I documented the whole process so that I could share, just in case somebody else had questions and somebody else like me was scared that they were kind of giving up on that dream. So I did choose a townhome, and that was my preference. I wanted something manageable. This is like my first test case, technically. And so I've seen a lot of things, but my home is actually a townhome. What do I love about my home? I feel like with my home, I get the best of both worlds. Like I have a yard, it's fenced. I have a really nice deck, good sized deck as well. So I have that privacy and I have that extra outside space that people who technically have homes do. But I also have the fact that it's a townhome, and that comes with some perks as well. Some people don't like sharing the wall, but my neighbor is a husband and a wife. They ain't got no kids. I never hear them, and I'm assuming they never hear me. So I think, and then when I was renting, I was also renting a townhome. So I had already been through that. I knew what to expect. And so, yeah. As far as what I want to improve, my house is as old as I am. And the people that bought it before me didn't do a single thing to fix nothing, as far as I know. Unless it was completely broken, they didn't fix it. So like we had like, like what they call this, outlets, okay, that were completely rotted out. I had never seen anything like that before. And so, yeah, there's quite a few things that we need to do, but there's a lot of things you can change in a home, but what you can't change is location. And that was what was most important to me, in the space. But I'll share more about that in the series. Mrs. Tina wanted to know all the details about how much I put down in my house, how much my mortgage payments is. All the numbers will be in the series. So if you're on the live, girl, stay tuned. I'm gonna spill the tea. All right. All right. So Melly from Mel's Corner said, do you provide virtual styling assistance? How can I transform my wardrobe to a 35 plus styling? Suggestions on really good everyday leggings. How do you determine? Melly got a lot of questions, so hold on. I'm gonna answer all of Melly. I'm gonna answer quite a few of your questions, but let me check and see the chat and see who's in. If you just came in, let me know where you're tuning in from. And you would think I had coffee today. I didn't even have matcha. Where's this energy coming from? Anyways, let me know where you're tuning in from, and go ahead and give me a like, because it lets the girls know that we are live. All right. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, girl. Okay. Thank you so much. You're going to give me a thumbs up on the video. I don't know how how does it show up? Let me see. Let me look at it. On my iPad, you can see the like button right there, right underneath the video, but I don't know. Let me know how you're watching this. Are you watching this on your phone, or are you watching this on the TV, or are you watching this on an iPad? Let me know in the chat. Remember, this is like church. When I ask a question, you respond. Okay, let me know how you're watching this. All right, so do I provide virtual styling services? And I do. People ask this question all the time. I suspended offering virtual styling services because of everything that was going on in my life at the time, but it is back up. I offer one-on-one, and I also offer guides to help as well with styling, because I always say this, one-on-one personal styling is a luxury service, and it's the reason why you typically hear like athletes and politicians and people like that who hire image consultants, right? But that's one of the reasons why I share all the tips and tricks I share on my channel for free, by the way, because I really think that I believe in the democratization of fashion. I believe that fashion should be accessible to everybody at any size, at any price point, at any bank, like your budget. None of those things should dictate how you show up in the world, and that I believe everybody can show up in the world as their best. And so I really wanted to create different options. So there is a one-on-one virtual styling. There is one-on-one style coaching, not virtual. Let me change that. There is one-on-one style coaching. I also have a one-on-one style coaching, one-on-one style coaching package. And I also offer guides. Now I realize that my links on YouTube are probably not updated, but on Instagram, all my links are updated over there. So you can see how you can sign up for the virtual style coaching if that's what you're interested in, how you can grab the guides if that's what you're interested in as well. How can I transform my wardrobe to a 35 plus styling? So whenever I get this question all the time, like I get a lot of, and that's one of the reasons why I brought back the virtual styling and one of the reasons why I created the guide. I get a lot of questions from the girls asking me, telling me that they're just not comfortable with their bodies. Maybe their bodies have changed. Maybe they become parents. They just recently had a baby. Maybe they gain weight. A lot of people gain weight through COVID. A lot of people have lost some of that COVID weight because of, GLP-1s and everything going on, right? And so our bodies are not meant to stay static. But I feel like when you have the tools and you understand your body, it doesn't matter if you gain 40 pounds or you lose 40 pounds, you will understand how to style your body best. And I think that is what, hey, New York, I see you. Or NY, I shouldn't say New York because that might be your initial. But I feel like irregardless of what size you are, once you have those tools, it's pretty much plug and play. However, I feel like in our society, we've been conditioned to be overly critical about ourselves. And so dressing well, having great personal style becomes this like elusive thing that only people that have a certain amount of money or look a certain way or are a certain size can attain. And that is a lie. That is a lie to get us to overconsume. All right. That is a lie to get us to chase this elusive dream. That's all a lie. Okay. It doesn't matter what size you are. You can dress your body best. I always joke and say that clothing's kind of like makeup. You can highlight and contour with it. Okay. There is no body that cannot be dressed in a manner that is, let me think about how I'm trying to say it. It doesn't matter what's going on with your body, baby. You can dress it well. That is it. Now, will clothing give you a completely different body? Not likely. But there's some tips and some tricks and things that you can shift around and move around that will help you to dress your body well and help you to highlight the assets that you do have. Absolutely. And so I'm a 35 plus year old girl. I also got a kid, right? And the first thing you need to do, I always tell the girls when they want to transform their wardrobe, is to do a wardrobe audit. You need to go through your wardrobe. Actually, no, let me start. The first thing, these two go hand in hand. First, I want you to, especially if you don't know what your personal style is, I want you to figure out or start to have an idea of what you like. Because I feel like a lot of us, especially when you're in a bigger body, you just buy what fits, right? This oversized t-shirt that makes me look even 2 times bigger fits me, so I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it because I don't want anybody to see that I have arm rolls or belly rolls or that I have saddlebags. I'm going to buy it because I think it's going to hide my body and cover me. And all it does is make me look bigger. So the first thing you want to do is kind of have a sense of what you like. And the easiest way I always tell the girls to do is just go on Pinterest and look and start pinning things you like. Colors, interiors, anything that really stands out to you, just start adding it to a bucket, right? Do it over the course of a month. If you don't have Pinterest or you're not that tech savvy and you don't want to do all of that, you can do the same thing on Instagram. Instagram has this feature next to almost and every photo or video, there is an ability to save it. So you can save it and create a folder and write personal style. And after you do this for 3 weeks to a month, I want you to go in and look at it and see if you notice any pattern. Are you pinning and saving only bright colors? Are you pinning and saving only dark colors? Are you pinning and saving details like lace and ruffles? You know, are you pinning and saving different things? Okay, because someone like me, I always like to call myself a style chameleon because my style changes. Honestly, what I like changes by the season. During the summertime, I love bright colors. I tend to be a little bit more boho. And during the wintertime, I love some good tailoring, some androgyny. I love that. Okay. You know, I also have like a quirky, nerdy side. All right. So you do that, and it kind of starts giving you a sense of what you like. All right. Now, if you're someone who's typically have been a little bit more reserved, a little bit more shy, maybe you don't feel the most comfortable in your body, and then you're pinning only bright, colorful things, you know, you have to start where you are. So maybe you start buying fun accessories in bright colors. That way, you're moving closer into becoming the woman you want to be. Confidence, personal style, all of it is a journey. It's rarely overnight. You can get help from people like me to kind of speed you along the process a little bit, but it's still one foot in front of the other, right? And so that's the first thing I would do. And the next thing I would do is audit my closet. We don't do enough audits. We hold on to things we shouldn't hold on to. We hold on to, I'm going to say it again. When it comes to clothing, especially for plus size girls, curvy girls, fat girls, whatever, however however you bucket you fit into, non-plus size girls, because I know not everybody who follows me is plus size. We hold on to things we don't need to hold on to sometimes. And it just adds to the chaos. Because you can have a closet full of clothes and still feel like you have nothing to wear. So the next thing you have to do, and you should be doing them hand in hand, is slowly going through and auditing your closet. I'm not going to be like one of those designers that I feel like, I'm like, excuse me, they want you to pull out everything in your closet and do it all in one day. Absolutely not. Who has the time? You got kids, maybe you got a man. Even if you have none of those things, you busy, you tired, you want to enjoy your weekend. If you have a huge closet, no one has time to go through their entire closet in one day. But you can go through it section by section. You can pick a month and do a section every weekend until you get through your entire closet. And anything you're not wearing often, anything that got holes in it, anything that don't fit, all those things will be pulled out so that you can have some clarity in terms of like what's going on with your closet and where you need to put some effort and time. Okay, let me check in. Okay, if you're just tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from and give us a thumbs up so the girls know we're on here. Okay, and you can also drop any questions you have in the chat. I'm checking the chat right now. And we're talking about personal style, okay, closet sales, and more. Let me see. How do I get back to this? Okay. I am watching from my phone, Samsung tablet. The like button is below the video. Thanks for letting the girls know. The laptop, Planet L. Where is the like button on the laptop? Let the girls know where they can find the like button. On my iPad, I'm trying to point to see. Let me see. It's kind of, okay. On my iPad, the like button is right here. So I'm going to wait for a few seconds while you take the time to hit that like button so the girls know that we are live. We are live. We are dropping the gems. And if you stayed this far, give yourself a little clap, okay? Because I'm about to spill the tea on what's happening with the closet sales, because the girls want to know, okay? All right. All right. Okay, so Mel asked so many questions. How to determine your body type. All of that information I share on Instagram. All you gotta do is click on Instagram. And if you click on any of my guides, you will see a link to a document that helps you with how to find your body type. It's called my body type finder. I have all of the tea, everything detailed, broken down for you so that, and I did that and it's completely free because I feel like it's so important to know your body type because that determines everything. Okay. Everything. When it comes to like how to shop, how to dress your body, all of that. And all of this is available on my Instagram. And I do believe that if you go on my YouTube page, a link to my Instagram is there. But I'm Supple Chic everywhere. So on YouTube, I'm Supple Chic TV. But you can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook. I don't do nothing on Facebook. Don't follow me on Facebook. Don't don't follow me on Facebook because I really don't do nothing over there. I don't do nothing on X, but you can find me Threads everywhere. Supple Chic. You can find me anywhere once you search my name, LTK. I'm Supple Chic as well. Let's see. Heather Wallace says I'm 5 foot tall. I have no waist. I don't have a smallest part of my waist / torso, so I have no idea where to wear pants. I'm stuck with low rise. High rise or mid rise is bulky under my shirts, and there's very little space between my hips and rib cage. Any tips on how to wear pants and with this body shape? My legs look great, but all my fat goes right to my midsection. So I'm pretty sure, just based on everything that Heather described, that she is more of a inverted triangle shape, either that or she is more of like a straight shape. So the ideal, and I hate to use the word ideal because everybody's shape is beautiful, shape is more of an X, right? This is what it is, right? That's an X. That's an hourglass shape. You have the widest point being your shoulders and the widest point being your hips. Now, if you are the way she described, you're either this shape only or this shape only. So the goal is to create that X, right? If you do not naturally have that X, the only way to create it is to add volume above, okay, and volume below. So you want to add volume around your shoulders. You want to add volume around your hips. And involuntarily, let me see. So you add volume up here, right? And you add volume over here. And by adding volume here and adding volume here, naturally here becomes smaller, quote unquote. And when I say volume, it always scares people because they're like, well, I'm already big. I don't want to make myself bigger. No, you can add that shape in simply by throwing on a structured blazer. Hourglass blazers are all the rave right now. So with the blazer, you have shoulder padding around the top, right? And it also flares away from the waist. So you already have that built-in structure with a blazer. That's a super easy way. Now, I would not recommend low rise. I never recommend low rise, especially if you have a fupa. I would always recommend mid rise. Now, when it comes, once you do that with the blazer already adds the shape in for you. So a mid rise straight leg pant is what I would recommend in that case. Now, on the flip side, if you just want to wear it without a blazer, then we would do something like a barrel jean, right? I would opt for a barrel jean and I would go up like 3 sizes and have the waist taken in so that you can have that exaggeration of the barrel jean that adds, again, volume on the bottom to fill out, to make it look like you have more of an X shape, right? Now, without seeing Heather and really fine-tuning things, these are just some general tips that I can share. But here's the thing. Anything worth having requires a little bit of trial and error. You know, I share that when I share about why I created my guide, I say I put everything in my guide. that I wish I had when I started. Years and years of trial and error, years and years of being, now I can just go into a store and look like bloop, 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 and walk out. Now when I want to put together an outfit, I don't even really have to think about it. I just know this silhouette goes with this silhouette goes with that silhouette. But that's because of years and years of trial and error and knowing, okay, because of the way I'm shaped, I'm more of like a spoon shape. I know what will flatter my body and what won't. I don't have to think about it too much, right? That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to create something that was super easy to implement and understand. And depending on your body, you're getting a checklist of pieces that you need to add to your wardrobe. You're also getting, and all the checklist is completely shoppable. So you don't even have to go through the stress of going shopping and looking through racks and racks. And we've done the shopping for you. And we're sharing tips, we're sharing tricks, we're breaking it down, we're explaining why everything that is in the checklist is in the checklist. So in the future, you're being a smart shopper. You're not falling for the tricks. Because one of the things that annoys me the most, I think, with marketing now, especially for curvy girls, is that they always use that girl or those girls. The girls with the small waist, thanks to Fashion Nova, with the ginormous hips, with the fake boobs. More power to you, babes. If you want your teeth done, you want fake boobs, you want to go, you want to go get liposuction, you want to get your body done, like more power to you. But they use those women to serve as kind of like a carrot. And then people aren't shopping for their bodies. They're shopping for the bodies that they wish they had. They're shopping for the bodies that they aspire to have, right? Unless you're willing to go under the knife. And sometimes that's not even enough, because I be seeing some people, I don't like to shame women, but I be seeing some women who are trying to transform their body into what it's not, and it doesn't look natural. Whereas you could just learn to love the body you have. And I'm not hating on going under the knife, because this mummy tummy, this fupa, okay, your girl's turning 40 next year. I might be brand new, I gave this tummy all of my 20s and all of my 30s. I don't know if I want to give this tummy to my 40s too. But the point is, the purpose of the guide is to really help people to shop smart. Because the last thing I want you to do is spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and you're still dissatisfied. You're not happy. You don't like what you see when you look in the mirror. You're not confident when you're dressed. And for me, learning these tips and tricks literally transformed my life. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now if I didn't learn them. And so I'm really passionate about sharing that and passing that on. All right, so let's move on because I'm going to be here forever. If you're just tuning in, make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much for joining. Let me know where you're tuning in from. It's a little Q&A. I'm answering some questions that I was sent in, but I'm also answering your questions, babe. This is, call and response. We're in church, so if you got any questions for me, go ahead and drop them in the chat. Let's have a conversation, okay? Just Free says, I enjoy fashion. I'm a new content creator. What do you suggest getting started making videos? I don't have a niche yet. I don't want to do just fashion, but other things as well. So I have a question. Is anybody here also a YouTuber? Because I'm not actually sure. Let me look and see who's on here. Is anybody here actually a YouTuber? Do you create content on TikTok, on Instagram? Is anybody here? Okay. Anybody here? Let me know if you're a YouTuber. You can just comment yes or no in the chat. I'd really appreciate it. It says, how many people are on here? So I know I ain't on here by myself. Let me know if anybody is here is actually a content creator or YouTuber, and I'll answer the question. If not, I might make a separate video where I answer those type of questions, because I don't want to discuss something that doesn't apply to anybody. That doesn't apply right now. Okay. All right. Just want to shout out everybody who gave me congratulations while I'm waiting for you guys. So Cantries 5994 says, congrats on the house. And girl, where are the YouTube videos? Arlene Jones AA20 said, I miss seeing your videos. When are your videos coming back? Let's see. Pam Renee says, I'm glad you're back. Okay, first of all, I've been posting videos. They may not have been long form videos, but they were definitely short form videos. So that tells me that you don't have your notifications up. So go ahead and turn on your notifications. So while we are working on the longer videos, aka the horizontal videos, you're still getting all the tips, all the tricks, all the outfits, the hauls. I'm sharing all that. I didn't want y'all to not be catered to. Okay, I made sure that we were posting the hauls. I made sure that we were posting the tips and the tricks, okay, and the outfits. Even though it wasn't long form, I made sure I was posting them short form here on YouTube. So if you're not seeing them, you need to make sure your notifications are turned on so that you can see those videos because they're still here. And you're missing the tea because 9 times out of 10, if I post something on shorts, people are always asking me for the links. YouTube now has the ability to shop videos. Not all the brands are linkable there, but you know where most of the brands are linkable? My LTK. Remember that place that I always tell y'all about? If you don't follow me on any other platform, if you don't follow me on Instagram, if you don't follow me on TikTok, if you don't follow me on Facebook, don't follow me on Facebook. If you don't follow me on X, on Threads, follow me on LTK. Okay? So download the app, type in Supple Chic, follow me on LTK. You don't even have to do anything. Once you go to my page, it automatically follows me. Okay? You won't miss any of my outfits. Where the green dress at? How many times I asked for the green dress? If you don't know what I'm talking about, I posted an announcement for this, and it's probably going to be the cover of this video for this live. And all the girls wanted to know where the green dress was from. Miss H312 says, where the green dress from? Miss Justy 1733, girl, we need a dress haul. You look beautiful. Let's see. Miss Pretty Poxy, looking amazing. I missed your hauls. Miss Tajima, Miss Tasha Middlebrook, love the green dress. Please, details. So many questions about the green dress. The green dress, I'm going to tell you where the green dress is from. The green dress is from Wally World. Y'all know how Wally World never misses for me. Okay, it's from Wally World. And guess where it's linked? My LTK. And the black sandals too. I'm going to tell you right now, those black sandals are not comfortable. I get so many messages about them black sandals. They are not comfortable, which is why I went and got another style of black sandal that's similar to it, 10 times more comfortable. I was going to run upstairs and grab it for you guys, but I actually am supposed to be going to an event that starts in like 40 minutes. So we're going to wrap this very soon. But I get so many questions. Everything is always anything you want that I share. It's on LTK. And if it's not on LTK, then send me a DM and I will personally curry the link for you. Okay, so it's on LTK. If you don't follow me anywhere, follow me there. They get first dibs on everything. And the weight thing, another reason why I think I started pulling back from hauls were by the time we ordered the stuff, I shot the stuff, we edited the stuff, we put it on YouTube, everything sells out so fast. So if we're doing hauls this year, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be much more like off the cuff. Okay, now I'm telling y'all. So yes, the hauls are coming back. Not as much, but definitely coming. We're bringing back the hauls. And for me now, my hauls, I want them to be like what I would naturally, if I'm buying it, I'm naturally liking it, then I'm going to share it. Like, I felt like I was coming to a point where I was just buying stuff so I could put them on hauls. And to some extent, I will be doing some of that because like one of the girls asked for me to do a video on dress hauls, which I know I haven't done in like 2 years. And I think the reason why is because I posted one year and somebody was like, oh, I don't like any of the dresses you shared. I'm like, yes, girl, I'm my own person and you're your own person. We don't have to like the same things. Like, you can go shopping yourself and find dresses that you like. I also think I'm gonna be a little bit more ignorant, just a little bit, just a little, because I feel like I was being too nice sometimes. Like, I have to wear these clothes. This is what I like, and I kind of understood why she said that, because again, I've been on YouTube for a minute, and my style has evolved over that. I'm not the same person I was when I started YouTube. When I started YouTube, I was wearing bodycon dresses, just like I was going to the club, shopping only Fashion Nova and Shein. I don't dress like that anymore. And that's just the honest truth. I am over 35 years old. My interests, my tastes, what I expect out of my clothing. I don't want clothes that will just shred after I wash them once, right? Even if I'm just wearing it on vacation, I still don't want that. So like, just my tastes have evolved. And so I'm hoping that we're all on the same page, but if we're not, that's okay. That's okay. I just want to naturally share what I'm enjoying, because I think y'all are my people. Like, I feel like if you're here is because there's something about me, and something about we have a point of connection. And so yes. Um I'm always, like I said, that's one of the reasons why I share my Wally World hauls, because Walmart is one of the places that I feel that has great price point and great quality. And most importantly, I don't know if y'all know, but Walmart just extended their sizes on Scoop and on Free Assembly. So they now have 3Xs and 4Xs. So they now even have a larger, size range, you know, and it's quality stuff. If you're following me on Instagram, you'll see that I actually recently went to an event with them, and they were showing some of the pieces that they were dropping for summer. And I was like, ooh, okay, quality pieces that you can mix with more higher end pieces, or you can wear just as is. My top selling outfit right now in LTK is a linen matching set from Walmart, so that's what I mean. I'm always going to look for the affordable things, but I'm gonna be real honest with you. Like, there's certain places that I don't shop often anymore. And so I'm not going to fake it for YouTube. I'm just not. Okay. Just being honest. Let's see. Okay. Melanie Melomaniac. Chi, will you be doing a closet sale again? Well, I know I saw somebody who was here from New York. I saw someone who's here from Baltimore. I saw someone who was here from Pennsylvania. If you are local, you are in luck, because I am going to be doing a live closet sale in person. With a bunch of other creators. We're doing an in-person closet sale here in the DMV area. So that's Virginia, Maryland, DC. It's going to be, once I get off this live, sometime today, I'm going to post the flyer on my Instagram. So many of your favorite creators, local creators, we're all coming together. We're doing a closet sale. So I'm super excited for that. Y'all, one of the good things about moving is that I did quite a bit of a purge. So I have corralled a sizable amount of things, okay, that either, because some of you may have noticed, some of you who watch my shorts, that I've lost a little bit of weight. So things that no longer fit me, they're perfect. I'm kind of sad. Some things I've had to take to my seamstress to have her take in, because I'm like, I ain't giving this up. But so I have things that no longer fit me. A lot of stuff that are new with tag, maybe slightly, like maybe worn once, maybe twice, pre-loved, like basically brand new. All of that stuff will be included in the closet sale. Now, I do understand that a lot of you who follow me are not local. So I'm thinking of doing something for my girlies in my broadcast channel on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, follow me and join my Chicster broadcast channel. If I do some, and I'm saying if, like I haven't made up my mind, I have made up my mind to do something based on people's interest. So you can find me on Instagram at Supple Chic. Join our Chicster broadcast channel, TBD on, and all that will be announced on there shortly. All right, so finally I posted a picture and I was with Stylish Curves. Okay, and someone was like, oh my God, are you doing a collab with Stylish Curves? Y'all, so about 2 weeks ago, YouTube did an event in New York. And when I say my entire YouTube, like I felt like my entire YouTube was there. Okay. We had Park Avenue. I don't know if y'all follow her. We had Danielle, Style and Beauty Doc. We had Stylish Curves. I mean, we had Carrie Spence. Like all the girls were outside. And I wish I had vlogged. I didn't vlog. I took pictures. I didn't vlog. Oh, I wish I had vlogged, honestly. I don't know if you're Chelsea. I'm Chelsea if you guys watch vlogs. All the girls. I think Chelsea has her vlog on her page so you can see it, the event. Everybody was there, y'all. And it was such a pinch me full circle moment because there were so many years on YouTube that I just felt like nobody was seeing me. Like I felt I was putting in all this work, y'all. And this is when I was working full time as a teacher. I did YouTube through right at the tip of undergrad. I did YouTube through grad school. I did YouTube while I was going through some really, really, really serious stuff in my life. Okay. Parenting a kid, like I was consistent. I was showing up for my community. I was sharing the tips. I was sharing the tricks, and it was and those numbers were literally moving at a snail's pace. Okay. And I just felt so unseen. I felt like before curvy girls started covering the Nordstrom sale, I was talking about it. I was so ahead of my time on so many things. Right. And I just felt so unseen, to be quite honest. Um, and so to be invited by YouTube, not once, this is the second time I've been, last time I was in LA, to come to the event, to learn about what YouTube is doing, to meet all the girls. It was such a full circle moment for me. And I wouldn't be able to have these invites if it wasn't for you guys. I'm going to get emotional. I don't want to get emotional on this live. Oh, I'm laughing, but so much of my life wouldn't be the way it is if it wasn't for you guys who support me, who show up for me, who go to bat for me. Like, I'd be like, is it me? Y'all are missing my videos? You want my hauls back? Like, the ones of you who took the time to come find me on Instagram and be like, girl, where are you at? I appreciate all of you so much. Like, I appreciate this family so much. I appreciate the messages I get from women telling me, oh my God, your videos have really helped me. I've taken notes. I'm implementing what you're sharing. My style is different. I'm looking at myself differently now. I dress better. I just like all of these things. Words cannot really describe how much it means to me that you guys are here, how much it means to me that this community is the way it is. And so I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad. I'm going to tell y'all, the work ain't easy. The work ain't easy. But I am glad to be back. I am glad to have this time with you guys. I have to go. If not, I'd be here for the next hour. Chatting with you guys. Oh my God. There's so much. I want to do more lives this time that I'm back because I feel like there's so much more we can talk about during lives versus like when I'm trying to, make a quick video and I'm trying to get all my points across and share all the things, I feel like this is so much easier just to have banter and to talk. But let me know, you guys, more lives. Let me know in the comments. If you're watching this, even in the replay, let me know. And if we are doing lives, like, what do you want us to talk about? Because there's so much. Like I said, I can talk about fashion until I'm blue, but I can also talk about, what it means to get unstuck, because there are so many times in my life where I felt stuck and all the changes that I had to make in order to begin to live the life that I felt that I wanted, right? And how scary it was. And, winning and failing and all the lessons I've learned in my 30s as I go into my 40s. Yeah, so I'm gonna be rambling on and on, but thank you so much for choosing to spend your Sunday evening with me. It's been a blessing. I used to get so scared to do these like lives, but I think I'm getting over it. That's why I always talk about confidence. Confidence is one step at a time. One step at a time. One step at a time. Um yeah, by the time I see your hauls, the items were sold out. You better not stop posting because somebody don't like them. I need a much more affordable undergarment haul from Spanx. Her prices are not in the 2025 budget. Planet Ella, for real, I'm tired of wasting money on shapewear that don't work. All the girls. Okay. Amazon's a great place to get shapewear as well. So I think if I do a shapewear haul, I'm gonna do a half and half. Do some. I still love my Spanx. Like the Encore is still my go-to. Maiden Form is another one that I like a lot. But I've heard from the girlies that Amazon has some options. My only thing with those less affordable options, I feel like they don't last as long. They get holes, they wear out, the elastic falls apart. So I'm always kind of like, yeah, you're saving money and on the onset, but you're also in the end, you're spending more if you have to keep repurchasing it. But I will keep that in mind. I have heard some good things about some Amazon shapewear. And so I will do my research and come back to you. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining the live. Liliana says you do shorts. Okay, shout yourself out in the comments. I will be checking out your shorts to see what you're doing. And I will definitely have a live where I talk to my creators because I know over the years I've had creators email me, message me about how to start YouTube, how to grow on Instagram, and all those things. And so I would love to just have one where I just chat about everything that I've learned. When I think about the fact that I've been doing this for over a decade, I'd be like, look at you. And you think you're not consistent. But all right, y'all, have a great evening. Until the next one, there's a new video going out this week. So make sure you turn on those notifications. YouTube needs to know I'm back.